welcome back to our channel. We are the Garso twins, Britta and Carly. If you're new here, we would love it if you would subscribe down below. And today we're going to be doing one of our favorite videos. We do our monthly favorites, and this is January favorites, so let's get into it. Okay, so first up is a lip color. I'm wearing it right now. It's the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 77. This is like my perfect nude. It's deep enough so it kind of like helps my eyes pop, but it's also not too warm, not too cool. I think this is cool toned, but it doesn't wash me out. It doesn't pull too gray, which I feel like is a fine line with like cool tone nudes. And we love this liquid lipstick Formula. We've been using it for years. It's very thin upon application, so I feel like that really helps because you don't have to use too much product because it is also really pigmented. And it's matte, so it stays put, but it doesn't really dry out your lips. It remains a little bit tacky. And honestly, like this formula for the price, I think they're $14, is so good. I feel like they're a hidden gem at Sephora. Like some people talk about them, but not enough people, you know? No, like I think it might be my favorite liquid lipstick. I think formula. It could be. It has a little bit of a chemical smell. That would be my only complaint. I also really like the size. I feel like they're really compact. Like some liquid lipsticks are so bulky, and the doe foot, it's a normal doe foot, but it's on the smaller side, so I feel like it makes it so easy to line my lips. Like I can put this on my lips in like 2 seconds. Yeah, you can be precise with it. Exactly. And we're going to start writing our lip colors we're wearing down below because you guys always ask and we feel so bad. So it's really hard to remember, so we're going to make a point to write them in every video description. Oh, what'd you do? The cap came off, but it's fine. I got it back on. Okay, next up is a product I also think I talked about in a weekly favorites. Yes, I did. But I've been loving it ever since I got it. It's the It's a 10 Miracle Leavein product. I talked about how this has helped my hair so much. I was having so much breakage issues because of the bleaching. We put more highlights in our hair, and it just got so incredibly tangled that I didn't know what to do. I was at a loss, and I rediscovered this product. So many people have been talking about it lately, and I used to use it way back when, and it's as good as I remember. I hate the smell, but that is my only complaint. I actually spray quite a bit. I've like read reviews that say you don't need a lot, but I think I spray 3 or 4 pumps on both sides of my hair. And then I brush it out with my brush. That's also really good for detangling. And it just like glides through my hair. And I kid you not, like before I got this, my hair was such a snarly mess when I would get out of the shower that I would have to like carefully brush it, and it would take me like, I swear, 20 minutes. It was awful. So this has basically changed my life. It's made washing my hair not such a big deal because I'm not like dreading brushing it after. It adds a lot of shine to my hair. It adds body. I mean, it says it does 10 things, but the things that I really see are detangling, the shine, and body. And it's supposed to protect against heat protecting too, which is awesome. I just love it. I think it's such a good product. It's like a cult favorite product. Everyone loves this, and I can totally see why. Okay, another hair care product that has really helped my hair in terms of manageability is the Moroccan Oil Hydrating Conditioner, specifically the hydrating one. We've tried other ones from them, and they're okay, but this one is by far their best conditioner in my opinion. First of all, can we talk about, I know we've spoken about this before, but the way that their products smell. I love it so much. It's so fresh and clean and just the right amount of fragrance. It's light, yeah. It's light, yeah. And so, so anyways, it's color safe, so it's sulfate, phosphate, and paraben free, which is always nice because we do add bleach to our hair, so it's just a little less harsh. But I feel like when I use this, I will say you only get 8.5 ounces, and I do have to use a lot because I use a lot of conditioner in general. Like it doesn't really matter. You? Yeah. I don't use that much. I use, because I feel like when I put it on, I need to feel it like making my hair feel silky. What does it say? How much to use? Yeah. After shampooing, gently squeeze excess water from hair and apply conditioner from scalp to ends. Leave on 1 to 2 minutes. Rinse well. Oh, it doesn't say. So it doesn't say how much. I mean, I don't use a lot. I don't want to say lot. Probably like a quarter size amount is how much I use. So you don't get like a whole lot of product for the cost, but I do think it's worth it because this really works. After the first time I used it, I even told Carly, it was like my hair was so much easier to brush. And this is like, usually I feel like I don't really notice any difference with shampoo or conditioner because I use like a few different hair oils. I use a few different like hair products before I brush my hair and blow dry it. So I feel like those I notice more of a difference. difference because you're putting them directly in your damp hair and you know if they're like helping work through your hair. But with this, I feel like I got out of the shower and I was brushing my hair immediately after, and it just like, my brush was able to glide through my hair, which like Carli was saying, we've added like so much damage to our hair with this bleach that it got so tangly so quickly, and it just like became this mess. And this really helped. I was actually shocked at how manageable it made my hair, so I will definitely continue to purchase this. I am a fan of it. If you have really tangly hair, this is really good. And I do think it's because it is a hydrating conditioner, so I'm sure there was like added oils in here, I would imagine, that like help detangle your hair. Okay, next up is another, I guess, like shower product. Yeah. This is the Native body wash. I think we put this in a weekly favorites as well. Native is our favorite deodorant brand, or what would you say, like natural aluminum free deodorant brand. And they recently launched body washes, which is really exciting. It's exciting when like a brand you love launches new products, like we were really excited. And their December or like seasonal scent was cypress and ginger, and it sounded so lovely to both of us, so we both ordered it before it was gone. It does smell so nice. It's very heavy on the ginger. Like I can barely really smell the cypress, which is fine because we like ginger. We love ginger, yeah. So it's just a very like fresh, lively scent. So it's really nice when you're in the shower. Yeah. And I've noticed with this, I don't know about you, but it definitely doesn't dry out my skin whatsoever. I was gonna say that too. And a little goes a long way. Yes, a little goes such a long way. And yeah, like we've used Dove body washes that are soap free actually, and so those definitely don't dry out my skin, but every other body wash I've used has been very drying in my opinion. And like you don't realize until you start to see the effects. Like that's happened to me where I'm like, why is my skin so dry? And then I'm like, oh, my body wash. And just like their deodorant, this is supposed to be like free of things that are bad for you. So it's sulfate. They list all the ingredients on the back. Yeah, it's sulfate free and paraben free. And yeah, they have like this nice little ingredients log so you can see everything that's in it. And they tell you like what each thing does, which is really cool. Yeah, like sodium chloride. Like you would look at that and be like, I mean, like you know what sodium is, but it tells you table salt. So it really like breaks it down for you. It's very like an honest brand move. And yeah, it's like pretty normal things in here. So it's been really great for the skin, really lovely smell. And I think this 11.5 ounce jar, well, or not jar, like tube would last forever. It's such a good value, I think. Yeah, and I do want to mention, the coconut oil is mentioned twice on here. It says cleanser derived from coconut oil. So when I first got this, I was like, oh shoot, this is gonna make me break out, because anything with coconut oil in the past makes my chest break out immediately, but it hasn't. So yeah, I read that fractioned coconut oil is the type, they do something to it that makes it like safe for the skin. Oh. And that's supposed to be like non-comedogenic, how do you say that? Yeah, I don't know how to non-pore clogging. So maybe that's what it is. But this does just say derived from coconut oil. So if you have a coconut oil sensitivity, just be aware that it didn't make me break out. So that was just an added thing. But I will say, I think the most impressive thing is how you only need like a tiny amount to cover your whole body. It's crazy. And it still suds, even though it's sulfate free. So I don't know, it's a good experience. It's just a nice body wash. It's really good. Next up is probably no surprise. This is the MatteTrance Gentle Facial Cleanser for sensitive skin. I think I spoke about this in a weekly favorites. Sorry for all the repeats, but we did repeat a lot this month, and we try not to, but I think we repeated everything. I've talked about all these things in weekly favorites. Not this. Don't hate us. We just really we try to use things weekly that we like talk about on weekly favorites, things we've discovered that week that we've been loving, and if they hold true for like a whole month, then we like to mention them again because we have been using them the whole month. So we hope you guys don't hate it, because in the weekly favorites we do try to include a lot of like Trader Joe's finds and things like that. So hopefully that's okay. But anyways, back to this. I'll real quick mention it. It's so good for sensitive skin. It's the best like sensitive skin fragrance free face wash I've ever tried, because it feels so silky going onto the skin, but I also feel like my face is very clean afterwards, which isn't true of other sensitive skin formulas. I feel they kind of just feel like they're sitting on top of the skin. This I feel like actually cleans my face, but also makes it feel hydrated. It doesn't feel stripped at all, and it's so affordable. You can get this at Target. It's 8 ounces. It's gonna last you a while, so highly recommend this if you are looking for a fragrance-free face wash, because they're kind of hard to come by. Next up is my new favorite mascara. This is the Lancome Mascara Big Mascara. I love this stuff. I got it when it was on sale at Sephora. They had a little kit where it came with the Lancome eye makeup remover, which is really popular. People really like that. I haven't tried it yet, but it came with this. And then they were having like an additional 20% off for Rouge members. So I got it for $12, which is like half off, because it's normally $25. And I love it. I think it's totally worth the hype. The wand is like a nylon bristle wand, which are my favorite type of mascaras. I prefer them over molded ones. I just like the type for my lashes. It's big, but it's not too big in my opinion. Like, it's definitely a fluffy brush, but it's not too big. The bristles really separate my lashes. I get a ton of volume. It's a very black formula. I don't have any flaking. It lasts all day. It holds a curl. Like, it does everything you want in a mascara. It's so good. I really love it. I think, yeah, it's totally worth the hype. We've been hearing a lot of influencers talk about it, so I was really excited to try it. I will say that I'm such a drugstore mascara person that after this tube is up, I will probably just continue using my Lash Paradise, because it is so similar. Like, you get such a similar effect. They even both dry out pretty fast, I've realized. And that one's like half the price, so I'll definitely keep just using my L'Oreal, but I really love this, and it's definitely my favorite high-end mascara I've ever tried. Agreed. I love that one. Okay, something I haven't talked about yet is the I guess it's Tatcha the Essence. It's kind of confusing. It should be like the Tatcha Essence, right? No, it's like Tatcha the Essence. Like, the it's essence? Their essence. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm into that phrase, but anyways. We got this through influencers, so they sent it to us to try, and it's so funny because someone had just put in the comments, like, you have to try the Tatcha the Essence? Whatever. The Tatcha's Essence. I think they only have one. Maybe they have another one. I don't know. It's just the wording's confusing me. But anyways, someone wrote that we should try this because we have dry skin, and then it like showed up at our door, and so it was serendipitous to say the least. And I was really excited to try this because I really do like essences. I know Dr. Dre, that dermatologist that we talk about all the time, she says that they don't really do anything. Like, they really are just there to wet your skin so that the rest of your serums like penetrate more. But she said water can like do the same thing. Yeah, which is a really good point, honestly. It is a good point, but I do like them because I do think they help add hydration into my super dry skin. And I've used 2 from CosRX that I really enjoy. I've spoken about before, the Snail Mucin one and the Galactomose one. I like both of those. The Snail one I do think is more hydrating, but anyways, they're way more cost effective than this, but I do think this is a true essence because it looks like water in your hands, and it's a beautiful bottle. It's such a beautiful bottle, and the top looks like this, and so you just like pour it. I'm not going to do it now, but you pour it into your hand, and then you just press it into your skin. And the reason I really like this consistency as opposed to like the CosRX ones is because it's so thin that it soaks into my skin, but it leaves a little bit on top of my skin, which I feel like is that effect of keeping the skin moist so that the rest of your skincare like can soak in properly. So I really feel like it is effective in that sense. It is quite pricey, but I do notice that it really helps hydrate my skin. So will I repurchase? Unsure, but I've been super enjoying this. Especially in the winter months. I feel like maybe it would be something I would purchase seasonally because it is really good to use something that adds hydration into your skin this time of year. I will say the Misha essence that I've used before, I think it's called like the Revolution essence, has a really similar texture, I think. Oh, really? And that one's like $45 at Target. Oh, that's pretty good. That's like half the price, right? Yeah. Or how much is this? Like $80, I think it might be. Yeah, it's expensive, but they say that it has an anti-aging complex. I'm not sure how true that is. but it does say deep hydration and it maximizes the performance of Tatcha skincare. So I will agree with that, and I do think it softens and plumps the skin. I don't know about this anti-aging complex. If there is something in here that does help me anti-age, I would obviously keep purchasing it, but it's hard to say. It's so pretty though. It is really, really pretty. Okay, next up is a Trader Joe's find. This one isn't open because we bought backups, but it's the Trader Joe's Winter Wake Up. We talked about this in a weekly favorite so long ago. We did. It is so good. It says a spicy black tea blend with cinnamon and ginger. And the artwork on here, like, I don't know who their graphic designer is. I know. But I think this is just about the cutest box I've ever seen. It's my favorite tea of all time. It is the best tea. We've tried all their teas, I think, like their pumpkin spice tea, their peppermint tea, like all the seasonal teas, we just get really into them. And this one is exactly what it says. Like, it is spicy with a little bit of sweetness. It is just so delectable. This would be so good with milk, like almond milk. Ew. I think it would be so good. I just thought of that. I think it'd be good. Kind of like, you guys shut her down in the comments. But don't you mix chai with milk? That's the exact spices. I guess. Cinnamon. Oh, you mean like in a latte? Yeah, or like something like that. If we did like a latte situation, that could be good. Add milk or sweetener if desired. It tells you I don't know, I was picturing you like putting this tea bag inside of a glass of almond milk. It was just kind of grossing me out. That's not what I meant. But this is what it says. It says, for a delicious cup of hot tea, bring fresh cold water to a rolling boil, pour water over a tea bag and brew for 3 to 5 minutes. Remove tea bag, add milk or sweetener if desired. Well, they say that because a lot of English people add milk to their tea. I just think it'd be good. Anyways, it's a really good tea. If you like warm, really lovely teas, I don't know how to describe it. Black tea, that's why it's called Wake Up, so it has caffeine. Definitely recommend this, but I will say it is seasonal, so it's probably gone now. Oh shit, yeah, what are we talking about? And I'm so sorry we're talking about it, but we had to. We have to. If you do see it, buy 5 boxes like we did. Yeah, so this is unopened because we just had to buy backups. Oh, and it says black tea, cinnamon, orange peels, licorice, ginger, natural flavors, and cloves. So if you find any tea with that sort of mix, pick it up because it's so good. Okay, last up is a book favorite, and I have been trying to read, well, okay, I don't really set New Year's resolutions for myself because I don't really believe in them. We're more like intentions people, but anywho. Or goals. Yeah. Goal setting. I decided I wanted to try to read 12 books a year, so not necessarily 1 a month, but 12 a year, and I had started back in November, like before the end of the year. But I read a book in December that was good, but not like a favorite. But this book, for my January book, I love it so much. It's called One Day in December. It's by Josie Silver, and I adored this book. I just had heard really good things. It was part of Reese Witherspoon's book club, so she gave it her stamp of approval. And I was just looking for like a romantic fluff book that was, I don't know, I don't really think I like romance novels. Like, I'm kind of past the whole like Nicholas Sparks thing, but I like cute books, if that makes sense. It's something that would be like a rom-com. And this author specifically stated, let me see if I can find it, but she talked about how she wrote this book because she really, really loved holiday romance films like The Holiday and Love Actually, and this is exactly what that is. It's just like that type of book. It's about this couple, well, they're not a couple, okay, I don't want to give it away, but their names are Jack and Lori, and they spot each other at a bus stop once, and then the book spans over 10 years, so like from the minute they see each other, and then she meets him again like later in her life, and then it's basically their relationship over 10 years and like the ups and downs. Super cute concept, and the book jumps back and forth between Lori's point of view and Jack's, which I also think is really interesting, especially because I know it's hard for authors to write in like a male point of view if they're not male, you know? I feel like that's definitely hard to do, and so the fact I had never heard of this author before, but I think she's a really great writer. I read this in like 3 sittings. It's almost 400 pages, so if that tells you how much I enjoyed it. We finished it fairly quickly. I think it's a really cute, fluff, girly book. If you're into that, highly recommend, and hopefully I'll have like a book favorite for you every month if I really enjoy the book I read that month. So if you guys like that, let us know, because I really love books and reading, so we could like try to incorporate that more into our channel if you're interested. I love that font. It looks like actual handwriting. I know. I mean, the whole cover art is, it takes place in England, so that's why there's like this I don't know, is that like a London train?
It looks like it.
Not really sure, but it's so cute. The whole thing is cute. I wanted to read it in December, but like I said, I was reading a different book that month, so I didn't get to it, but it's still a cute winter story. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this month's favorites. We hope you enjoyed, and as always, please let us know things you've been loving this month because we'd love to hear.